everyone, this is Jeff Owens from classichorrors.club.
And this is Richard Chamberlain from kccinephile.com and monstermoviekid.wordpress.com.
You may know us from our podcast, the Classic Horrors Club podcast, and the podcast companion right here on YouTube. We want to just take a quick minute and tell you what we're doing for the countdown to Halloween this year. So, Richard, what are you doing?
Wanted to do something a little fun, a little different, but also not as time consuming. I kind of enjoyed last year having kind of a free schedule to watch whatever Carla and I wanted to during the Halloween season. So if you recall, last year we did old time radio. And so this year we're going back to a movie theme, but we're doing our favorite movies by the decade. So we're going to start with the 20s, and we're going to do, the first 3 days of the month. And then on Monday, October 4th, we're going to go into the 30s and then the 40s and the 50s and end up in the 60s by the end of the month. And we're doing our 7 favorite films of the decade, not the top 7. We're not doing a countdown. We're not going to do it in any specific order, not chronological order. It'll just be random. It's not going to be complete, so you may be surprised at some classics that aren't included, and you'll probably be surprised at some of the films we are including. We're just kind of creating a fun list of stuff that we enjoy watching by the decades, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm ready to gear up and dive in, and you know what? A lot of these movies we will probably be watching anyway during the course of the month, because there are a lot of these are the classics, and a lot of these are the movies we love.
So this will post on the first day of the countdown on Friday, October 1st. So our first post will be live. It wouldn't be a spoiler here. You want to share what your first post is going to be?
Going to come right out of the gate with a big classic. We're doing 3 movies from the 20s. I think 2 of the movies are going to be kind of a given. One is going to be a surprise. We're starting off with probably the given, Phantom of the Opera. about you? What are you doing
Well,
for
well,
the
first,
Halloween season?
where do we go to read those? Both your sites, or are you going all?
Both my sites.
Okay.
Yep. As anytime I do anything horror related, they always go on monstermoviekid.wordpress.com. And then everything I do always goes at kccinephile.com. So it's going to be on both blogs all month long in 3D, stereo, optic vision. You can pull up both sites.
Well, I'm doing something similar in that it's a variety of movies, and I am inviting everyone to join me as I try to get more space on my DVR. I've been recording movies for, well, forever, but since I moved here a couple years ago. So I'm just every day taking a movie, whatever the oldest one is on the DVR, watching it, and then I'll be writing about it at classichorrors.club. Now, I let this slide earlier in the year. I knew that it came up, but I didn't really realize it in time to do anything about it. So also in October, I am going to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of classichorrors.club. So every day with the post, there will be a fun fact about classichorrors.club, if I can possibly find 31 fun facts. But I'm going to introduce some new features on the site. I'm going to remind people of some of the things that are there.
So what's your October 1st?
My first one out of the gate is a movie that for many years I never, well, first I didn't really realize it was, and it's not technically a horror movie, but it's very scary and never wanted to watch it. I recorded it at some point apparently, and it was the very bottom of my list. So I'm watching 1970s The Honeymoon Killers.
Dear Martha, this is the first letter of this sort I have ever written.
Ray was a con man who made one mistake. He fell in love and took Martha along for the ride.
I can arrange a meeting with a very nice woman in New Orleans.
There's no harm in writing to somebody who's so gentle and refined, and whose sister is a nurse.
Ray and Martha could have been the honeymoon lovers, but Martha's insane jealousy turned them into the honeymoon killers.
You hear from my lawyer. Get the hell out of here!
Get rid of her! Choke her! I don't care what you do with her!
Please.
Jealousy led Martha and Ray down one of the darkest paths in the annals of American crime.
You're the hottest bitch I've ever seen.
And I don't have to take that from you.
Oh, my God. She's dead.
If you've never heard of Martha and Ray, see The Honeymoon Killers, then try to forget them.
She's in love with you. I can tell. So what?
Jealousy turned each perfect setup into a nightmare.
You promised!
Get rid of her! Choke her!
Do you realize that with your stupid jealousy, you could have got me into trouble?
I'd rather see you in jail than making love to another woman.
If you've never heard of Martha and Ray, see The Honeymoon Killers, then try to forget them.
I don't want the checks back. No, I don't want them back. I'm not going to call Sarah. All right, Ray. I just want to go for a walk by myself and think things over.
If you've never heard of Martha and Ray, see The Honeymoon Killers, then just try to forget them.
Think about it. If you don't own the movie and you have never seen it at this point in your life, there's some reason that you just really haven't been compelled. But you know, on a whim, you record it on your DVR and it's there. So it's really been rewarding so far to watch some of these movies. And I mean, they're not all fantastic, but you know, there's some ones that I was glad I finally watched. Forward to it. We invite everyone to join us as we go through every day something fresh on our websites, all to Countdown to Halloween. And be sure to check out countdowntohalloween.blogspot.com. That has a list of all the other websites and blogs that are participating, and there's a lot of fun stuff. Well, thanks for getting together on short notice, and thank you everyone for watching, and leave us some likes and comment, and let us know what you think of the Countdown to Halloween.
Yes, happy early Halloween, everyone.